Montessori Grandma. Episode 58. Zoology Part 8. Third classification of the animal kingdom.
Third classification of the animal kingdom. Second and third presentation. Written and presented by Geeta Vijaychandran. The Montessori curriculum tends to give children opportunities to learn about fascinating areas of study very early in their school life. And science is no exception. And one major component of a Montessori elementary classroom or Montessori education is the study of zoology. Part 8 looks at the second and third presentation of the third classification of animal kingdom. This is done in the 5th year of elementary. In the next video, we will look at the second presentation of Chinese boxes and the third presentation, which gives an idea of how to use the Chinese boxes for research. In the third classification, second presentation, we will look at how children can work and study zoology more deeply, that is further study. Children can work alone or in pairs. They can start at any phyla they like. Example, two children want to know more about worms. This is how they would go ahead. We need the Chinese boxes of the animal kingdom. Open the large box named Animal Kingdom. We see two boxes inside, chordata and non-chordata. Since worms belong to non-chordata, take that box out. Close a big box with chordates and place it back on the shelf so other children can work with it. Open the box named non-chordates. On the inner flap, we find a circle and a picture and the characteristics of non-chordates written. These do not have an autochord. We can find two pictures and two labels. These are the labels, non-chordate, which has a picture of a butterfly, and the other label reads, it is an animal which does not have any bony structures. And we have another picture of a worm there. In the box of non-chordates, we find 7 boxes, one for each of the 7 phyla. We are looking at worms, so take out that box. Keep all the other boxes in and keep it in the large box. This allows other children to use the material. So this is how we would arrange it. Animal kingdom, then division non-chordata, then phylum, worms. On the inside cover of the box is a circle divided into 4 parts. Worms have a long symmetrical body. They are protuberances or bronchi, which are like gills. They have a digestive tube with 2 openings. Sensitivity, they have a nervous system made up of a series of ganglia that are arranged and linked up in a chain and is found dorsally. Take out the pictures and lay them out. The 4 pictures in the circle are cut and made into 4 picture cards. We need to match labels to pictures. Record work after using the mobile material. So here you can see how it will be once we lay it out. You can see the worms and there will be a picture of a worm. The symmetrical body, so you will find out the picture of the worm with a symmetrical body and keep it or above that. Next comes the digestive tube and then you have the ganglia and the bronchial respiration. So the 4 pictures have to be matched to these labels. After this, we can look at the classes of worms. Take out the 4 folders. The first folder reads Rotifera, then Annelida, Nemathelminthus, Platyhelminthus. Take the first of the folders, Rotifera. These are called so because they have a wheel-like structure on the head that moves. Rotifera comes from Latin, rota means wheel, and fera means those that bear. So wheel-bearing worms. They have a ciliated crown or corona that when beating often gives the impression of rotating wheels. Now we are looking at Rotifera, so take out the pictures and labels from the folder and match them. Rotifera You have the picture, then we have the label which reads very tiny animals constantly moving and attracting other small animals on which they feed. They live in water. And keep the picture next to it. Next folder reads Annelida. Take out the pictures. On flap we find a circle. Annelida is from Latin meaning segments or rings. We have these labels and pictures. So Annelida match it to the earthworm. And the next label reads rings are more or less similar. First ring forms head and last ring forms the anus. The next folder is for the Nemathelminthus. Take out the pictures. On flap we find a circle with animal. This is a Greek word meaning threadworm. You can see the labels and the descriptions. So Nemathelminthus, you can see, can be a parasite of human beings, often have a thread-like body. These are, if you remember, these are mostly found inside humans. So they are also called threadworms. The fourth is Platyhelminthes. This is derived from the Greek words platy means flat and helminthus means worm, meaning flatworm. Platyhelminthes. So these are the cards and the labels. These are flatworms that are like ribbons. The tapeworm is very dangerous. These are flat. They are able to divide into pieces. Children can get this while playing in the soil and through raw meat. Children write names and characteristics. When children have worked through folders, they have done the deeper study of worms. Children can re-examine and change roles, and they will never forget this work. Next, we move on to the third presentation of the Chinese boxes. How to use Chinese boxes for research. Here we will look at the peacock. As it's research work, we will need books for reference. This is done in the 5th year of elementary. Now remember the first few steps of the earlier presentations. We will open the box of Animal Kingdom as peacock is an animal. Next, we will take the box name chordate, that is division. Then we will lay out and match the labels and pictures, and we will match the characteristic card. Move on to the next one, where chordata is divided into the following phyla: Adlochordata, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. The peacock belongs to Vertebrata, so take out that box and keep the rest away. Open the box and we can see a picture with name, label, and characteristics card. Here we can see a peacock, and peacock has a vertebral column. Peacock has bilateral symmetry. Peacock has complete circulatory system. Peacock has a body with 2 cavities, brain, and spinal cord. Match the pictures to the labels. Next, we can find the 6 boxes for the 6 classes of vertebrates: Cyclostomata, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, Mammalia. We know peacock belongs to class Aves, so take out that box. Here we can see 8 characteristics for Aves. The body is covered with feathers, down feathers, and quill feathers. The forelimbs are transformed into wings. The breastbone is in the shape of a triangular keel. The fourth one is the hind legs are covered with scales and they have 4 toes and the toes have claws. The fifth one, they don't have a mouth or teeth but have a beak. The next one, they breathe with lungs, that is pulmonary respiration. Card, we can see complete double circulation, that is 2 ways between heart and lungs and heart and body. So 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Next card reads, it's a female peahen who creates a simple nest by scratching a shallow depression in the ground, often hidden under bushes or tall grass, and lining it with leaves, sticks, and feathers for her eggs. Last card reads, they incubate eggs. Eggs are in different shapes, colors, and sizes. Now, run through the writing on the label. Peacock belongs to the class of Aves. Peacock belongs to the phylum Vertebrata. Peacock belongs to the division Chordata. Peacock belongs to the animal kingdom. Let's consider orders of animals. Does peacock belong to Struthoniformes? That means they don't fly. No. Anseriformes, that's a webbed feet? No. Syconiformes, do they have long legs and beak? No. Galliformes, they're not good flyers. They have good strong toes. Yes. Columbiformes, do they have a protuberance at the base of the beak? No. Are they passiformes? Passeriformes? Are they singing birds? No. Are they pisciformes? Do they climb onto trees? No. Do they have two toes and two toes in the front and two facing back? No. Falconiformes? No, not large birds of prey. So peacock belongs to the order Galleriformes. So let's look at that folder and keep the others away. Use movable material and match pictures and cards. Males boast extravagant colors, elaborate feathers, showy displays, or all three. The feathers are metallic green and are decorated with iridescent ocelli or eye spots ringed with blue and bronze. Their feet consist of 4 toes, 3 toes face forward and 1 toe faces backwards. This arrangement enables them to perch securely on tree branches. There are pure white feathered peacocks too. Put out the pictures and write down the characteristics. Our Chinese boxes end here, but we need to find out more about the peacock. We can consult books and the internet and go on till species. We have a chart which goes on family, genus, species, breed, and name of animal. Let us look at that. This is called set theory, from outside circle to inside. So outside you find the kingdom Animalia. Next, inside comes division Chordata. The third circle is phylum. The fourth one is class Aves. Fifth is order Galliformes. Sixth is family, Phasanidae, pheasant family. This we haven't done in the earlier one, so this is something the children will have to research. Next circle shows a genus, that is a pavo. Next comes a species, Pavo cristatus, the Indian peacock. The next one inside is a breed. So Pavo muticus specifer. And the last one is name of the animal. If we have named the animal, we say that name here. We can also represent universal set or a kingdom in a circle. We can see 2 subsets within the universal set. Within subsets, we have 4 subsets. So the big circle, you can see the kingdom. Then inside that are 2, which shows vertebrates and invertebrates. Then we have in the vertebrates, we have 4 subsets. And within one of the 4 subsets, we have 8 subsets. So the peacock belongs to one of these subsets called Galleriformes. So we can go deeper in. We have come to the end of the third presentation of the Chinese boxes. This is only an example of how to do research. Children can research about any non-chordate or chordate using the Chinese boxes and reference books. This brings us to the end of Zoology Part 8, third classification chart, and the Chinese boxes. Thank you for watching. This is Geeta Vijayachandran signing off.
Montessori Grandma.